Andrew Mitchell.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'd like to thank the Honourable Lady for her statement to the House today. For those of us who've been closely involved on issues to do with Burma, Myanmar now for decades, the severity of the disaster is shown by the fact that, unusually, the regime has called for international support, but it's a mark of the barbarity of this illegal and corrupt junta that they have conducted 11 airstrikes after the earthquake took place against their own people, which is undoubtedly a war crime. Madam Deputy Speaker, we have a long history of engagement with Burma. 6.3 million children are absolutely dependent on assistance. It's going to be very difficult to sustain the necessary level of support in future following these dreadful Labour cuts to the International Development Programme. Can the Minister tell us what discussions she has had with her American counterparts to make sure that we try and drive the money that we're both putting forward as much as possible so that we get greater value for money as a result of that joint spending?
I thank him for his contribution and for the Honourable Gentleman's knowledge of Myanmar and Burma and the situation which he is very familiar with. And I couldn't agree more with him with his description of the Tatmadaw and the approach that they have taken over the years, absolutely ruthless and brutal to their own people. He talks about the children who are affected, and he will be aware that there's between 4 and 5 million children who are out of school. This is before the earthquake, so there is that very strong sense that this could not have happened to a more vulnerable country right now in the region. He asks about the role of the USA, and as he is aware, USAID has been paused internationally, but I was delighted to see that on the weekend the US government has said that it will contribute £2 million immediately, and we will seek to work with US partners who of course know the area as well, so that we can work together and join our efforts up.
Mark Garnier.